Hi, I'm Lynn Woods from CalicoFabric.com, and today I'm going to be showing you how to sew a hem or use some rescue tape to sew a hem. And this is simply a bonding agent that you can iron on, and it's a fusible bonding web is what it's called. This one's made by Collins. There are several different manufacturers, and it's an iron-on double-sided tape that's actually for garments. You could use sticky tape like double-sided Scotch tape, but in this case this might create a little bit better bond, and it won't be quite as sticky as or ruin your garment if you try to use double-sided Scotch tape. So iron it on, take that, fold it over, and then you've got yourself a hem. Now this would be good for something like a costume, perhaps, that it didn't matter how long the hem lasted. In most cases, you don't want to use that bonding web for a garment that you're going to be laundering or dry cleaning or wearing quite often. The easiest way to, other than that, is to do some hand stitching. So use a needle. In most cases, your finished edge is what you want, and you can do this with a pair. You can either sew down about 1/4 of an inch and press that so that you have a clean finished edge. That's what that's called. You can use a serger if you have that, or you can use pinking shears, something of that sort, but you do want to finish that edge so it doesn't ravel. In this case, I've pressed down the hem. What you're going to be doing is called a catch stitch, and what that does is it creates a hem. This is the inside of the garment. On the outside, you really can't see the stitches. They're running right along through there. That's where the hem is, but you can't see those tiny little stitches. What you're going to do is take a few threads from here, put it underneath your needle, and pull that needle through. And then come over here to the body of the garment and do a few threads underneath your needle, just like that. So you're not actually in the finished edge, you're in the garment itself. You pull up that thread. Again, you want a few threads from the finished edge. And the reason you want just a few threads is that that's what creates the invisibility in the body of the garment on the outside. And then a few threads coming forward a little bit, a few threads for the body of the garment. You continue like that all the way down. You could work from the left to the right. Whoops, I guess that would be from the left to the right. And you want to press this once you're done, but it's real easy to sit down in front of the TV and watch TV while you're doing it, and you have a nice secure hem. Now there are a few other ways to do hems. Of course, many of you will want to use your sewing machine. One of the other easy ways is to take a garment and just create, like here's one with some top stitching on it, and the clean finished edge is right there, and you have one row of stitching on the outside. It's not bad for a casual garment. In fact, most of our garments do have that. You don't need to make the hem quite that deep. You could have a very narrow hem, such as this, and probably 1/4 of an inch, and again the top stitching shows on the outside, but it doesn't look bad at all. If you wanted to practice using your machine, there is a special foot, and every machine manufacturer has their own blind hem foot, and what this does is virtually the same as the hand stitching. It creates a hem where you don't really see the stitches. They're right there, but you don't see them. Although this goes a little bit faster, you're folding the hem like this. Your sewing machine foot runs along right there and does a little zigzag over into the body of the garment and then runs the stitch along the folded, clean finished edge. So that takes a little bit of practice, but it's certainly worth doing, and it does go very quickly. If you have any questions about any of these hemming methods, please send me an email. I'm Lynn, L-Y-N-N-E, at CalicoFabric.com. That's K-A-L-I-C-O. Thanks for listening.